We're observing Madonna and Child by artist Giovanni Bellini, a Venetian artist born 1924, 1516. Bellini's Madonna and Child, late 1480s at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, provides a masterful example of Renaissance-era oil painting by depicting not only idealized realism through its vibrant color palette and use of lights, but also exemplifies the devoted motherhood of its subject matter. This is an oil on canvas. It is a frame painted of Madonna, Virgin Mary holding Christ sitting in her lap. There are primary colors like blues over here and reds all around Madonna's clothes and her surroundings. There are warm colors that reflect innocence and love in the portrait. Madonna and her child are in most of the center of the painting, with Madonna being bigger than baby Christ, drawing everyone's attention to her calm face. This is a technique called hierarchy of scale. It is a compositional technique where the size conveys relative importance. Bellini depicts Mary holding the Christ child upright. Behind them is a red curtain and both wear halos. The halos are over here. They are almost not noticeable, painted with a golden ink, yellow ink, all around their faces. Baby Christ over here too. In the background, there's a cloudy sky showing rain. An asymmetrical house and green pastures. And after you get closer to Mary, the pasture turns brown and death. It is worth to mention Christ holds a quince. The painting shows the newly born of Christ. Behind the curtain, the painting shows the journey Christ must take to fulfill his purpose. In the foreground, the image, is full of dead trees and barren fields, symbol of death. Further back, the painting becomes greener and more vibrant. In the Christian tradition, Christ must move through death and suffering to reach the resurrection and eternal life. Mary and Child has been a topic of discussion for many years, according to the catalog entry of the Metropolitan Museum of Art stated. Despite its exceptional quality, it has sometimes been thought to have been painted with worship assistance. See, for example, Goffin, 1989, which seems most unlikely. This work shines light on the way Bellini's functioned as an artist. There is much evidence that Bellini had a group of artists working for him in his workshop, and that much of the art originally credited to Bellini was likely crafted by a group of artists and supervised by the master painting, often using tracings of other paintings. This painting was once considered to be a similar work of multiple artists, but the quality of the figures and backgrounds as well as the scans of the sketching underneath indicates the painting was done freehand and is typically of Bellini's finesse original work. As someone who is new to the art world, I found myself very drawn to the painting of Madonna and Child. The vibrant color of the paintings and the backgrounds in Madonna's calm face were what made me pick this painting. Once I started to learn more about Bellini's artwork and his technique, made me have much more respect and admiration for what an artist does.